everybody! New Let's Play time! Super exciting! Today we are starting a brand new Let's Play, and this one is called Mars Warlogs. It only came out about a week ago, which I know is a big Let's Play don't. You're supposed to leave it for a couple of months so that everybody has a chance to play it, but this is an indie game, so to speak. It's not exactly popular. I don't think a heck of a lot of people are going to play it. It's not a AAA title, but it looked awesome, and as soon as I read the description and it said cyberpunk RPG, I had to get it. I just had to, and I immediately bought it. So I have played through about half of it, but I'm going to restart for you guys because it is kind of awesome. This game is sort of like what I wish The Witcher 2 was, combat-wise, because I have a real problem with their combat, and this is just fixed all of their problems. I don't know how they did it. Okay, like I said, cyberpunk-based RPG. It's not very long. I think there's only 3 chapters, but the chapters themselves are pretty short. I only played for about 5 hours, and I got through the first 2, so it's going to be a much shorter Let's Play than the ones I've been doing so far. And what I think I'm going to do is upload this in larger parts only on the weekend, and then I'll keep The Witcher and Neverwinter Nights going during the week, so you guys will get a variety. This will be my sci-fi Let's Play for now, until we can get Mass Effect started, but this is a little bit more contemporary. It's a little bit newer, or a lot newer, and I have had a lot of fun playing it, so I wanted to share the experience with all of you. Okay, so let's get started. I've already got the audio adjusted, I've got all the options set on max, of course, so I can continue my game, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to start a new game. So it'll oversave my autosave, but that's fine. I don't care. I did it initially on easy, and that's a little bit too easy, so I think I'm going to do it on medium. Hard and extreme are really, really difficult. The combat in-game is not too bad until you get to a boss fight, and then it just completely kicks your ass. So I think I'm going to do it on medium because I don't want it to be so difficult that I'm just dying every 5 seconds. That's not very fun. And there's a lot of cutscenes in this as well.
I never really thought I'd end up in the middle of the war, but didn't really understand how. Politics was never my thing, and guild rivalries were always over my head. I had my own problems, more along the lines of acne and girls. Now I look back, I realize the fact not much was going on in my life was a good thing. There was always someone around to talk to. We didn't have to do a thing. Then one day the soldiers came and got me and a bunch of other guys from around there. They wanted us for the company. At first, I was proud of my soldier's uniform and the weapons they gave us. Then I caught on. War's got nothing to do with being a hero. It's just about crawling forward with blood everywhere. Days of searing heat, jammed into makeshift. Stinking trenches teeming with rats. So tired we could hardly stand but still couldn't sleep. Shaking, thinking what was going to hit us in the night. Nighttime meant marches from hell. Stepping in blood and shit. herded around like cattle by dim-witted officers who kept sending dozens of idiots like me off to get butchered. All the time shouting at us like it was our fault. Idiots who pissed themselves when they saw the enemy blades and cried like babies just thinking about having to kill again. Could have gone on like that for ages, until it was my turn to get killed. Except, I got captured with a bunch of other guys I hardly even knew. They rounded us up and shoved us into a cattle car, jammed in like mutants. And they sent us way over to the other side of the lines. Can't really remember if it was day or night. I completely lost track of time. Pretty much lost track of everything.
You are now in Camp 19. If you watch your step, we will get along just fine.
Prisoners to Camp 19. Get off the train and stand in line.
Then they shook us out, lined us up, this one guy crying his eyes out.
You're about to meet the sand pit. I want every one of you clean within the hour. You will then be taken to the registration office. You will inform them of what you know how to do, and you will be assigned a post and a bunk. Now, get going. Full out.
He wanted us to clean up. Not such a bad idea. So we had a sand shower.
Oh, if only the cutscene was over. But no.
Check it out, guys. Fresh meat. Good to see. I was starting to get tired of fucking the same asses. Hey, you are not bad, dickweed. Pretty little girl eyes. Yeah? What do you want? Your share? This bitch is mine. I saw her first. Unless you've got some idea about taking me on, she's mine. Looking for trouble or what? Tough guy, huh? Fucking retard. Ha! If you want to check out the scenery, just sit yourself down somewhere. I always like to help people out. Right, guys? Don't know when to stop, huh? You got something to say? Say it! Nobody speaks mouse here, dickweed. But if you're looking for trouble, you came to the right place. We're not gonna put up with some retard pissing us off. Not so smart, you know. Coming after me like that. Retards like you need to be put down like dogs. Bet you're an even bigger bastard than me. I get all choked up just thinking about that poor little bitch. Asshole. Forget it, guys. This guy's a skin job. No point staying in the line of fire.
Thanks for helping me out.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Gameplay, finally, sort of. So, luckily, we're not the kid. So, you know, this is a great thing. We're actually the guy who just stood there and stared at the bullies until they went away. So, we're kind of a badass. You know. I'm going to also apologize for the rather crass language in this game in advance. It doesn't really get worse than what you heard, but, you know, it's not exactly highbrow either. They're prisoners, so, yeah. Let's see, what do I want to say? What if I want the same thing as him? No.
Forget it. It's over. Couldn't just stand by and watch him do something like that. You okay?
Better. Kind of weird, actually. I feel better than I have for a long time. Thanks again.
Don't thank anyone until you know who they are. Now, if you don't mind, we need to get the fuck out of here. This place stinks.
Okay, I'm with you.
Okay, so as you can see, there is no HUD with our character, but this is us. We're Roy. We're a prisoner in Camp 19 on Mars, in case you didn't get that from the title of the game. Basically what's going on is that there are two warring factions on Mars, and they're kind of vying for control of the planet and water, as it turns out, as there's not a hell of a lot of it. And so we are from, obviously, the other faction. We got captured and put into this is kind of like a concentration camp for the other faction, which they'll kind of go into later. You'll also notice that everybody has some rather interesting names, like this guy who's going to be with us for the vast majority of the game. His name is Innocence, and everybody kind of is named after character traits like that, which I thought was kind of cool. So we do have a looting system. So there's our scavenging right there. You get stuff like scrap metal, hardware, chemical components, things like that. You can use those to make new items. There's a crafting system. And our currency, which is something called serum, which you can use to either heal yourself or you can use to buy things. Later on, you can actually suck the serum out of people and it'll kill them. And that's kind of like if you're doing the bad, like, you know, the bad playthrough. That's what you would do. But I'm obviously not going to do the bad person playthrough because, you know, that's not me. Let's go talk to the mechanic.
Shit. Hey, I'm working. I'm not here to shoot the shit.
You just seem to be spinning your wheels is all.
Shit, this camp's a ruin. I don't have what I need to repair the thermal conductors or the sand pump, and I need something to tighten these bolts. And
sorry, you guys.
My wrench is broken. I'm keeping busy though. I can always unblock the sand extractor.
I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I had turned off the ringer on my phone, but it turns out I hadn't. Okay, so we're talking to Mr. Roy the mechanic here. Sorry, not Roy the mechanic, just the mechanic. We're Roy. And he has asked us, or he has told us that he can't get parts for his wanderings and fixings of the sand shower, which is the area we were just in. Maybe I can help.
I'm not too busy just now. Can I give you a hand?
Looking for something in exchange, I guess? If you can dig up some parts and a wrench, I'll be grateful. But I already took everything in the stock, and I got no idea where to look now.
What do you need?
What exactly do you need?
I need 2 resistors, 3 bits of sheet metal, and a number 9 wrench.
I'll get that for you.
If you can do that, man, pretty much a wasteland equipment-wise around here.
Why help the mechanic? I mean, even if he seems alright, he's still an enemy.
Yeah, true, but I think it could be useful for us to get on his good side. He could give us equipment or serum.
Yeah, they have a tendency to do that. Every once in a while, innocents will make a comment. Anyway, so we gotta go find the mechanic some parts. Luckily, this has really good quest tracking. Sorry. It has really good quest tracking. It also has some rather nice maps that tells you where stuff is. Like where your quests are located. It's not open world by any means, this game. So like the whole first chapter takes place inside the POW camp. And like the second chapter takes place inside like a city or whatever, so it's all rather enclosed, and there's a couple areas for each chapter, but it's not open world at all, so that's probably why the game is so short.
You have fun with her? Hope you didn't spread her too much. Meantime, me and my buddies, we figure we don't like your attitude. You may be a retard, but we're not gonna put up with that kind of shit from a nutcase who don't know good enough to open his mouth when he has to. So, we're gonna party, see?
Yep, I see.
I don't know where the heck I got that weapon from. But I want to trade with Innocence. He's got a better one. Anyway, so like I said, the combat is a hell of a lot like The Witcher. Basically, you roll around and then you hit people. This guy, this took me forever. I'm not even kidding. Like, I was literally going around for 10 minutes trying to figure out how the frig to hit this guy. And what he will do is he'll block and block and block and block and block until you do what's called a guard break, which is you hit F and you kind of like punch him in the face or you kick him or whatever. And then you can whack him a little bit. Then he'll start blocking again. Hit F again. Now the first time I played this, he did not... That prompt up in the top right hand corner of the screen did not pop up. So... Ugh, this guy dodges like crazy. It's so annoying. You know what? You know what? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So, I said I kind of like this combat. And it does get better once you get some upgrades, like your roll distance increases, things like that. It does get pretty good, and by chapter 2 you end up having like some really nice moves, shall I say, and really nice upgrades.
The little slut got rectitude. Your history, you little prick. Come on, guys.
So you can use things like 2, and you'll blind an enemy. I never actually sort of end up... I find I like the other attacks better. I don't really use blind very much, but you also have regenerating health. Not during combat, but afterwards, which is nice.
Stop that right now, you worms! You looking to get roasted or what? Take these wrecks to the infirmary. They nearly got killed.
Oops.
It's the same thing. Every time we get new arrivals, always gets them excited. Some days I wish it was at the front.
You nearly killed them. And what do you think they'd have done to us if we'd been the ones kissing dirt? You gotta be ready for anything around here. Name's Roy. You?
Innocent. But aren't you from Aurora?
Afraid I am, kid. They called me Temperance back in the day. I figured Roy was better. Virtue names aren't exactly my thing.
All right, I think I understand.
I don't know where they came up with the whole virtue name thing. Like, the name that you have is like a good thing about you, so Roy has Temperance, and Innocence is, well, innocent because he's a kid.
let's go to the mess. I think we need to have a talk, without interruptions.
All right, I'll follow you.
And that's the level up glow. So, now that we have leveled up, we can take a look at our character stuff. So we have things called feats. You get 1 point per level, and then it tells you how much it will cost you. Like some of them will cost like 6 or 7 points. But since we've gone up 1 level, we're gonna get Quick Learner, which increases our experience from defeating enemies by 10%, which I think is quite worth it indeed. We also get 2 points to your skills per level. And let's see what I want to level up. We've got, you can do a stealth playthrough if you want. There is a lot of stealth in this game if you feel so inclined. Wait. What do I want to get? Ah, this one. So if I can acquire that, and I think I will also get physical damage reduction. The people are relatively easy to beat up once you start getting to like the weird mutated mole people. It's not so fun anymore. That might kick your ass a little bit. At least in chapter 1.
Hey Roy, just wanted to tell you, everyone's talking about how you took out the fat guy. He was embarrassing the entire Aurora army. Here, take this. A little thank you.
Huh, thanks.
Ooh! So the cracked tube is a new weapon. You can actually add upgrades to your weapons depending on how many slots you have, and the number of upgrades you can make. As you can see, there's quite a few of them that you can add, and you can switch them out at any time as well, and all it needs is components, which is nice. Makes things pretty customizable, which is always nice, you know. You want to try to collect as many components as you can. I know by chapter 2 I'm like freaking rich because I pick stuff up like all over the place and I recycle things instead of selling them. You get so rich and some of the components are worth like an insane amount of serum, so that's always good. I'm gonna do a little bit of exploring before I go to the mess. Things that you can open: glow, which is extra handy, of course. It's really difficult to kind of miss stuff because most of it glows like the friggin' sun and sparkles. You also notice that there is not as many like, it's not like, you know, Skyrim where you can talk to just about everybody that you come across. The only people you can talk to are ones that have prompts above their heads. And usually that's not very many. They're normally just important characters that you can talk to, not everybody. So it actually makes the game go a little bit faster. There's not quite as much, you know, chit-chatting. Sometimes we like chit-chatting though. It's kind of what RPGs are for. We just go around and collect some stuff.
Hey Roy, I don't know what you did, but Bob was looking for you a couple minutes back. He's on guard in the next block.
Guess he wants to talk to me about the fat guy. Thanks for the info.
No problem. Later.
I really wish you would get, like, closer to those guys. So, do I want to go see Bob? I think I do want to go see Bob right now. You can right click to skip. There's a little cutscene every time you open a door or go over like a hurdle or something. You can just right click to skip that. Thank goodness, because it's every single door you open. Hello, Bob. These are one of the weird, I guess it's kind of like an enemy. So basically, oh jeez. See, look, this gets kind of finicky without the better dodge roll. But these are dogs, although I like to call them shrimpies because their face looks like shrimp faces. And they can only be hit from behind, which is a little bit annoying, but what are you gonna do? Nope, nope, bad shrimpy. Down. There we go. Oh, thank goodness.
I never saw a dog attack like that before.
Yeah, that's strange. Looks rabid.
I'll have to talk to the kennel master. Thanks for helping out, Roy. We'll take over now.
Of course, you can loot bodies, which is what I'm gonna do. We can't get serum from them yet. You can only get serum from people, and we haven't gained that ability because we need like a syringe or whatever. Where's Innocence? There he is. Okay. He's on his way. 2 of the 6 parts. Good stuff. This all kind of loops around, so this is eventually going to lead back to the mess, which is where we need to go anyways. Quick save. These guys, you can attack if you feel like it, which I do, because they have a quest, or a chest behind them, that I kind of want. Yeah. You gotta kind of keep an eye on Innocence. He goes down really quick. Yes, yes, character feats. There is a targeting thing. If you click the middle mouse button, it'll target a certain enemy so that when you roll, you'll get to automatically face him. So we have some serum now. We're rich! We have 10 serum. Can loot these guys. Anything left? Okay, nope. So that leads to the crater, which we don't want to go to yet. Because we want to head to the mess.
Taught the fat guy a lesson, huh? Ha! That fucking vermin, good one.
Okay.
Hey, Roy. So, heard you took that fat guy down.
Yeah, he asked for it. So the kid and me gave it to him good.
Hey, good one, buddy. You too, kid. That fat pile of shit had it coming.
Absolutely right on, guys.
Alright then. Look at that, 3 of 6. We'll get those mechanic parts in no time. Da-doo. Can't talk to him yet, but I will later.
Let's find somewhere quiet to sit.
So this is like the mess. There's a couple of people in here that we need to talk to.
Right. Not exactly luxury, but everyone keeps this place neutral. You don't fight in the mess, so we can talk here.
You really want to escape? You have a plan?
Speak more quietly. I don't want everyone knowing.
Sorry, I wasn't thinking. Well?
Already thought about it. But I'm gonna need you, and you're gonna need a good set of balls. Think you're up to it?
If I'm up to it? Well, of course I am. I hate this place, just like everyone else. Those guys? Well, you saw what happened when I got here.
Good. In that case, listen up. This place is miles from everything. It's easy enough to get past the walls, they're falling to pieces. Problem is, you just end up in the desert. And as soon as the sun rises, you're toast. Literally.
I see. So what do we do?
There's only one way out. We're gonna have to steal the train that brings people here.
Yeah, I see. I mean, well, you seem really tough and all, but just how exactly are you gonna do that?
You're gonna volunteer to work in the camp power station. When you're in there, you case the place, and you find out where all the stuff guarding the train is. I'll get a hold of some weapons while you're doing that, and then all we gotta do is get through the entryway, blow up the electric shield, and take off.
Don't we already have weapons?
This shit won't save our ass if we go up against guards. They got good protection. We'll need guns at least. And I think I know how to get some.
Shit, guys! It's hitting the fan down there! Those abundance bastards sent some of our boys back in pieces again!
Holy shit. Are they dead?
If they're not, they're as good as. Bet those assholes are gonna come back with their sign-up speech again.
More food if you go down and do some cleaning.
Yeah, except it's more food for those fucking bugs. Thanks, but I'll give it a miss. They can do their own cleaning.
Great. It's just what I was expecting.
What are they talking about?
The drilling well keeps getting overrun by moles. And because the grunts have better things to do than get rid of the vermin themselves, they send prisoners in with weapons to take them out. I'm gonna volunteer.
All right.
We're going to recruitment. You get yourself hired as an electrician and I'll take the risks. Try not to screw up.
All right. I'll apply for the job at the power plant.
Make sure you tell him you already did that before. Should work. Come on, let's go.
Okay, so our dastardly plan. We're gonna make a break for it out of this prisoner of war camp. I am going to go and get some guns by fighting mole people, or they give you guns to fight mole people. And Innocence is going to go work at the power plant to try to take down the electric shield that is guarding the train, which is going to be our escape vehicle. We also want to talk to this guy, since he's kind of crucial to the whole thing.
Hey, hi. We've never had the chance to talk. I heard about the fat guy. Takes balls, I gotta say. Apparently the guy pissed himself. I'm Jay, and if I can do anything for you...
I'm Roy.
So Jay's got some good info.
Actually, I just wanted some information.
I knew it. I knew it. Come on, give, man.
I would like you to tell me news from the front?
You got news from the front?
Couple of bribes by the new arrivals. Seems there was this big battle at Green Hope. Real carnage, my man, and that's the truth.
And? Who won?
Same as ever, buddy. The ones who sent bastards like you and me to die for them. Whoever won ain't gonna change much for guys like us. Anyway, seems our guys won this time. General's wisdom and honor have apparently pushed things in favor of Aurora.
You think it could mean the end of the war?
Yeah, but not for us, buddy. It'll be months before we get back home. If Abundance even sends us back, of course.
So, we used to be part of the Aurora Army, as was Innocence over here. The Abundance is the name of the other faction. That's the camp. They own the camp that we're in right now. And from what I can gather of what they're telling us, it looks like it's kind of like almost the end of the war sort of thing. There's not really much left going on. So our side just won a big battle, and like the war, it looks like the war is just kind of ending, but we're all stuck in prisoner of war camp still, so, and it's like, well, will they let us go at the end? If our side wins, will they let us go? I don't know. So I think escaping is really our only option to get out.
You know the guards here?
Of course. I'm one of those who has been here the longest. I was a scout and got caught at the start of the war. You know, in the end, they're just like us. They're the good guys and they're the assholes. Bob's a great guy, for example, but you already know that, right?
Yeah, he's not like the others. The rest of them really play by the book. Abundance has these ideas.
Oh, don't try and tell me you prefer Aurora's bullshit. Or you wouldn't be called Roy, right? And they're scared shitless of their technomancer. They obey, yeah. Maybe more than us, too. Gotta say, their system's pretty strict, and they're scared shitless of their technomancer. He's called Sean. Not the most laid-back guy in the world, but what do you expect from a technomancer, huh?
You're not kidding.
Technomancers. Basically, they shoot lightning out of their hands. And they're kind of the cyber part of the cyberpunk. You'll see when you see their outfits.
Know your way around weapons?
Like all of us, I guess. I was only a scout, though, but I had one, you know? Even if it's not my specialty.
So what's your specialty?
I get what I need to start off with. I make some things, collect others. I know where to find stuff, who to trade with, including for services. And also, for information, buddy. That's what you're here for, right?
You could say that.
I like you, Jay.
That's it for now. Thanks for the tip.
So, we'll be speaking to Jay quite a few times before we get out of here. But for now, there is something to get right here. There's this guy, Solidarity. He's the chef, but he's also a vet. And we'll be talking to him later. So I think, from what I can gather, I wasn't paying too much attention the first time through this, but I guess the virtue names is really an Aurora only sort of thing. They don't really, it doesn't really mean much in the Abundance. They don't have them, which is why the guard is named Bob and not like, I don't know, something else. I guess you could also be named Abundance. Is Abundance a virtue?
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm thinking, damn it.
You mean you're sleeping? This ain't bridge with your grandma, remember? Get it together.
Huh? All right, I call.
Yeah, okay, all right. You call, all right. Your mama. Full houses with aces in your face. Shit.
Shit, you're lucky today, man. I don't believe it.
Show me the cash, man. One more.
Ah, shit. I don't know. Man, you're really bleeding me dry.
I kind of wish they had a card-playing minigame. That'd be fun. So, where do we want to head? Actually, I think we want to go back here. Because if we go around this way, we can go to the crater area, which is where the recruitment office is. We can get our plan in action. Out of the way, innocents. And there are the Technomancers. You don't really get the full appreciation of just how weird their outfits are until they show them later. No, nothing there. They just leave so much stuff lying around. I don't know why. Okay, these guys. We'll get into it a little bit later, but all you need to know for now is that these guys are kind of human descendants. These were the first people that colonized Mars, and the radiation, the strong radiation from the sun has kind of mutated them, and what they're now, they're sort of I don't know, like they're not really considered people anymore by the humans. They're called dust, but they are beings, and they do have intelligence and stuff. But they are very persecuted against. They're basically used as slave labor by the humans who are here currently. So, this is the recruitment office.
What'd you do before the war?
Nothing special, sir.
Great. Look, answer yes or no. It'll go faster. You good with your hands?
Not real?
I said yes or no. Can you write?
No, Sarge.
All right, buddy. Look, I'll put you in the kitchen and you'll peel roots. That'll do just fine. Next. First name, last name, former job.
Innocent Smith. I was studying before the war. I mean, I was training to be an electrician.
Innocence? You sure look like your name, kid. For once. Anyway, can't say that's a good idea around here. You might just lose your innocence the hard way. Wanted to be an electrician, huh? Don't look like you got your hands on too many wires, if you ask me. You sure you know what you're doing?
Yes, well, it's true that I don't have a lot of experience yet, but I studied.
Well, you sure look like a rookie to me. But anyway, we got a power plant here. You can learn on the job. Next. Poor kid. Those Aurora bastards take him young. First name, last name, for... Hey, you're not new. Roy Defiance or something like that.
Temperance, actually. But don't sweat it. I never got used to it either.
What do you want? Didn't we already give you something to do?
Yeah, you did. I unload equipment crates. But I heard you need more people for the cleaning?
Yeah, it's true. And you're good at fighting, right? They say you kicked the shit out of the fat guy. Can't say he didn't deserve it, though. You know, the last guys who went down there didn't come back in good shape, right?
I know, but moving crates is boring me shitless. Some action would be a nice change.
Very well. I'll reassign you. Go talk to the guards at the top of the drilling well. But don't come bitching to me if you're missing an arm when you come back up. Next.
Okay, so Innocence now has a job at the power plant. I have to go over here right after this cutscene.
Roy? You're really going to fight those creatures? It sounds pretty dangerous.
Yeah, those moles are serious shit, but...
They really are.
I'll have a gun, and I won't be alone.
Why are you taking so many risks to escape? I mean, we'll all be free one day, right?
Probably, but it'll take months, if not longer. I already had to live in a cage, and I swore I'd never go through that again. I've already been here way too long. I was just waiting for someone I could trust to show up. Alright, I'm going. You try and find out as much as possible about how the plant works. We'll meet up again this evening.
Alright, and, good luck.
Okay, now that we've gotten rid of the kid temporarily, at least. Doing a looking around. Nothing there yet. Anything back here? Nope. Oh, aha! See how handy is that it glows? Ugh.
You one of the new cleaning recruits?
This guy kind of reminds me of
Been to
Solid
the recruitment
Snake.
office and they gave their approval.
Hey, aren't you the guy who fought with the Fat Ones gang and nearly killed them?
Doesn't he though? He so reminds me of him. Oh well.
Yeah, so what? He a friend of yours? The bastard had it coming.
Yeah, maybe so. But hotheads like you make our job a lot harder. Anyway, you'll be able to let it all out down there, if the moles don't eat you. Take a gun from the counter at the back. But don't fuck around with it. You better not try to use it on your buddies down there. Or on us. Because you're gonna need your buddies to survive. And as for us, well, we're just looking for an excuse to take you down. Now get down there and make yourself useful.
Okay. But first, this is shiny. So I must open it. I love when loot is actually shiny. So, Joe over here, who is basically our only vendor for Chapter 1.
I came to get a gun.
He sells
Here,
things.
The charges are fully loaded, so you shouldn't have any problem with the ammo. But if you come across the guys from the last squad, the ones who didn't come back up, I mean, take their guns and bring them back to me, you'll get a reward.
Alright, I'll have a look.
Perfect. Hurry up. The others are waiting.
And in we go to the drilling well. So we're gonna go meet our compadres. They're over there, but first, exploring. Aha. They're not incredibly sneaky about where they hide stuff in this, but as if you were the sort of person that didn't play RPGs all the time and didn't know that you were supposed to look everywhere, you could miss stuff. I don't know. And here's our little group.
Always gotta be hungry, don't I? Or I'd never go down there.
Are you serious? If that's the only reason, you should have maybe stood back. I hope you know how to use that thing. Them bugs don't just dance.
I know, that's what's freaking me out. You see those guys that came back up?
No, and I prefer it that way. At least I'm not shitting myself like you. Now, it'd be real nice if you could stop giving us all the creeps.
Alright, whatever. Just don't expect me to go first when we get there.
Right. This way we can take care of the nests by ourselves and get the bounty.
Bounty? They didn't tell you?
There's a bounty if you destroy the nests. Guards will give you extra stuff. So far, I haven't heard a lot of squads getting that far, but hey, you can always dream, right?
It's supposed to look menacing. It doesn't really. What does it say about you that your virtue is sobriety? He looks half drunk anyway. Oh well. So we do have this. This is our quick slot menu. We have that, and I'm not really going to use the sand throw, but I'll put it over there. We have a nail gun, and using a gun in this game is just a little bit different than what you would otherwise expect. You cannot equip a gun instead of a melee weapon. It is always equipped in addition to your melee weapon, and you use it by pressing whatever key you have it assigned to. In this case, I've got it assigned to 1, and each time I press 1, it'll shoot 1 bullet. So using straight guns is really not an option for this game, which I actually kind of like, because I am really bad at using them. But there's automatic aiming and stuff. We have this. This is our sneaky mode. And believe it or not, these things are the nests we have to take out. And here's the mole guys. As you can see, they're not your everyday run-of-the-mill moles. They're like Metro 2033 moles. Ooh! Roll, Roy! Come on, you guys, get over here. Moles get much easier to deal with later. They really do. For now, we'll just take them out normally. I like it you don't have stamina in this game. You can just roll forever if you wanted to. You can still get hit while you're rolling, but still.
One. Destroy a nest, son of a bitch! Glad we're in the same squad, buddy.
Yeah, it's great. But I think we could have got a couple on the quad before the others showed up. Give it a shot next time?
You probably could have if they weren't, you know, hiding below ground, but whatever. Let's take some of this. Can't loot that. But you can loot the moles. And you get these chemical components. Those are worth 20 serum each. So you really want to get as many of those as possible. You can also use them to make injections, health injections, and fluid later on. I think it's actually been just about an hour. So what I'm going to do is stop here at the entrance to the mole caverns. And next time we're going to head down here. We're going to destroy all the nests, the mole nests, and destroy the moles and collect some weapons for our great escape. So, see you guys next time with Mars Warlogs.